Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create this pop-up flower card that as soon as you take it out of the envelope shows you this beautiful look, and you can also use it as a decoration once it's open. So let's start, and we are going to initiate this process with the materials. You need white cardstock or yellow, and if you use white one, then you can paint the yellow part. You also need black cardstock for these pieces, brown for these pieces, and yellow for these pieces, and green for the leaves, and any color for this part. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is glue these two pieces. Just make sure they are aligned, as the flower has different shapes. We are going to glue this using just regular glue. I'm using a glue pen, which is very convenient when you are trying to glue these pieces so we won't have an excess on glue by the time we do that or attach it to the base part of the flower. As I mentioned before, if you use white cardstock for the flowers, you may want to paint the yellow section. Could be with anything that you have, so that way you will have the flower as yellow, or even if you want a different color, you can do that as well. So once I'm sure that they are aligned, I just have to glue it, and it's gonna look this way. And then we attach one of the brown circles in the middle. This is how they are gonna look, and I'm gonna do this with the 4 pieces. So with one of the pieces, you just have to make sure that this black piece is aligned, especially because the white section of the flower that I have below this, it has the lines, cut lines, that we are going to need to cut later also once these pieces have been glued. So we want to make sure that the pieces fit perfectly. These lines. So making sure that they are not moving or separated, so they are perfectly attached one to another. So you can see the lines there. They look fine now. Again, the brown circle in the middle. So now I have the 4 pieces ready. I just need to let them dry. So all my pieces are dry, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut these areas now that all of this is together, attached together. And now we will have this piece like this. The ones that have these cuts below are not gonna need to be cut. I'm just doing the cuts here because it didn't cut all the way through with the Cricut, but because I didn't make the cut lines long enough, so it's not the Cricut fault, it's my fault. Okay, and this is the other piece. And here I'm just gonna cut from here because I want to make sure it's cutting all the way. If you can see here, now it's hard to see, but the cut line goes all a little bit below the sunflower, so I'm gonna do the same with the other one. When you create this and use this template, you will notice that the lines are that. Let me see if maybe, yeah, you can see that. So the cut line goes all the way here, so that's what I need to cut a little bit beyond above and below. Okay, now I have these two pieces and these two pieces. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these, and one of these, and I'm gonna attach them this way. So this first cap is gonna go right here, and it has to go all the way down. Let's see, yeah, like this, and it needs to be aligned with the other one, like this. And then the next one is gonna be right here, same thing, like this. And again, it has to be aligned to the other one. This is what we have now. And now this one, it goes with these two pieces. So what I'm gonna do is put it like this. Let's see if I can do it from here. This part is always a little bit tricky. Because all the pieces move and then you don't have much chances to move around, but so we're going this way with this. This one is gonna be in the middle, and then this other one goes like this. And then I can double this. So now I just have to adjust all the pieces to be aligned one to each other. And I go to the back so I can see what's going on with this one. And again, they need to be aligned, like you can see right now, like this. So now they are aligned one to each other. And the next thing that we are gonna do is, if you see the score lines, they don't go all the way to the part where the sunflower starts, but they end before that. So what we're gonna do is we are just gonna make those cuts. And you can do this before you put the pieces together also, or you can do it as soon as you have put the pieces together. I'm just gonna come this way. In terms of, you know, trying to keep this aligned, you can do this before, so you won't have to deal too much with this part. And then there are also pieces in the back don't need to have that cut, so just gonna move this one like this. And that here. And the reason why I'm doing these cuts is because these pieces are gonna fold, so I need to keep them separated. See here. And again, once you have done that, you can again try to align all the pieces to make sure they are still good. Like this one, you can see it move a little bit. Let's go to the back again, try to adjust it. Yeah. And then I just have to cut this one too. Just gonna cut it here. And then this one here. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with this part, which is the back side that it doesn't have a design, and I'm gonna fold the pieces like this. And then I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna do the same here. Then again here, and the last one here. And now that I have my base already folded, it's gonna be like this way. So what we are gonna do is place this piece like this, and then we are gonna place it. Oops, my piece is small, so I have to adjust that again. Put the pieces like this. So I'm just gonna adjust everything once again. See? Because we want it to be exactly right. Okay, that seems to be right. So now you can see here the score lines here and here, so we want to make sure that this one is in the middle like this, and then this piece will be like this, and this one like this. Now sorry, I had to reach the glue gun. I'm just gonna glue this. So we'll put glue here, just the first part, and then the second one here. And the glue needs to be only on those sections that have been folded. And now, because this piece is gonna be underneath this one, what I need to do is glue this one before I do that. Like this. And I had to remove any glue that is in addition, because we don't want this piece to touch these areas, otherwise it's not gonna open correctly when we pull out this from the envelope. This. And now I'm just gonna put the glue here to attach these two pieces like this. Now you can see that I have a little bit of extra here, so I can just cut it so it's not gonna show up. I need to cut a little bit more later. So now what I need to do is glue this area right here, which is the front. So what I'm gonna do is you can maybe see here, it's hard to show you because I cannot move these pieces, but what I do is I just put glue again on the same pieces that I fold before. I'm gonna show you right like this. You can see there. I have to remove this piece and then put some pressure. And I'm gonna do the same here. Probably here will be easier to show you, but let's see. And we put just a little bit of glue, not too much. Like this. You can see there the glue. And then I just press here. And now I'm just gonna try to cut a little bit more here. Now my flower is ready. And once I do this, so now that I have the all the flowers together, I'm just gonna make sure all of them are attached one to the other one, so they stay together. And I'm just gonna use the glue, also making sure that even that they are attached, the flower is gonna fold properly when I place it inside of the envelope. So you need to kind of test that going back and forth when you are gluing these sections, just to make sure that they are gonna be glue without having any problem to fold the flower when you place it in the envelope later. And once that part is done, you can see here now that the pieces are attached, so they are not moving or flying around anymore. Just gluing this section. The ones in the back are the ones that may move more, so you need to glue those parts also. And you just need to put a little bit of glue, and that should do it. Just remove the excess of glue. Sorry. Okay, so now seems to be good, and here comes the decoration part, which is the fun part. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue the message here. It says smile. I glued the smile word previously, and here with this piece is the same as the roses bouquet video. So you have to fold it this way, and we're gonna replace it here. But before that, I'm gonna glue a couple leaves here. You can make the leaves bigger if you want to. It's up to you. And then we are gonna place our text. Here we go. So now my message is on it also, removing anything glue related, and then I'm gonna use these little petals just to add an extra touch to the flower. With these petals, what I'm gonna basically be doing is just add kind of like an extra 3D effect. As you can see, the petals are flat, but with these petals we're gonna kind of add some dimension to them. I'm just gluing a couple, but you are free to do this for every single petal if you want. I think that will make the flower to look even better. But for this video tutorial, I'm just gonna glue a couple. And I'm just gluing one part of the petal, not the entire petal, because I'm gonna need it to, I want it to move later, as you will see in a minute. I'm gonna use a glitter pen just to add a little bit of color around the petals. We're just gonna make them look shiny also. I love shine. As you can see, I use it pretty much in anything I do or I make. So it's hard to see, but it's actually very shiny. And then I'm gonna do this with the petals, so they are gonna stand out. I can also use a roller, like same as we do with big paper flowers. So the petals are gonna look like if they are actually separated from the flower, which is gonna be a nice look at the end. So you can see there how the petals are looking now. So this is gonna make the flower to look a little bit more real. Well, actually not more real. Yeah, so you can see here the petals, and it's an extra touch that make the flower looks nicer for sure. And then I'm just adding extra glitter also around the petals in the back. So now I'm just gonna add glossy accents on the word smile to make them look shiny. I didn't use vinyl this time, so I used just regular cardstock. I always like to have the words shiny. I've been using these glossy accents since I noticed that they add so much life to any design that you can make. And the last part we are creating now is the envelope, which is also an important part of a card. This time we are kind of creating a different style, more flowers related, which I think it will add a nice touch to this pop-up flower card that we are making today. So the template is also available for you guys, so you can make it. And basically what I'm doing is just attaching the two pieces. This is a very simple assembly process for the envelope, but because of the design, it makes it look like it's completely different, which I like. What do you guys think? So you can see that the top part of the envelope is gonna have like kind of petals all around. This is gonna be an open envelope, open at the top of the one. So I'm attaching these pieces with my glue gun again, just to make this process quick. That way I don't have to wait for the pieces to get dry. So now I have the two pieces together. I'm just removing glue, any extra glue that I can see around. And now once I have these two pieces together, again, here comes the decoration part, which is also something that I like a lot. I have to be honest and say that it's always difficult for me to kind of make a decision in terms of decoration at the very end of the assembly process. And it's because I have an idea initially, but then I start thinking, what if I do this or I do that? I would like to hear if you have the same kind of feeling as I have, or what do you do to kind of make a decision in terms of decoration for anything? I would like to hear what are your comments about it, because for me it's definitely something that I start with an idea and then I ended up doing something different. So I'm gonna add some of the extra petals that I had for the flower. I'm kind of creating a flower here right now. And then I'm just gonna use my glitter pen again to paint the petals all around the envelope and the leaves to the bottom of the envelope. Oh, and also I'm gonna use Nuvo drops this time to add some dimension on a couple sections of the envelope. And again, I'm doing the same thing with the petals as I did with the flower, so they are both related. And also add some extra touch to my envelope. And you can see the shiny glitter. So I'm placing now the leaves. You can use any type of leaves. For some reason, I like this type of leaves that I'm using right now. If you notice, I used it before. And this envelope is not going to have more than this, except for the Nuvo drops that I'm going to add in a minute. Because the main part of this card is obviously the card with the flower. But I still like to add a couple of things to the envelope so it looks different compared to a simple envelope. It's just a nice introduction for that. So I'm just making the last adjustments to the flower, adding some color to the leaves also, and that will be pretty much what I need for now. Very last thing to do is just to add the ribbon in the back of the flower, which is the piece that we need to pull out the flower from the envelope. You can see that this flower doesn't have a design in the back, but if you would like to have it all around, so what you will have to do is just add the same black pieces that we did at the beginning in the back. And also paint the flowers with the yellow color if you are using white cardstock instead yellow. And now I'm just gonna add a couple Nuvo drops. That for this particular envelope, I'm using one that is kind of green, light green. So once again, I let this had dry overnight because I use the glossy accents again, and now you can see how shiny it looks like right now. So I add the glossy accents all around this, basically on the black areas or black color, and then a little bit inside of the petals, so they will have like a more unique look. And look how beautiful it looks like. And I also added Nuvo drops on this area to add some different type of dimensioning around the smile section also, and just kind of drew these lines for the leaves. You know, I did the same with the envelope with the Nuvo drops, so you can see this here and these two little guys here, and this is how the envelope looks like now. And all I need to do now is just to place my flower here, and it's ready to go now. And to pull it out is very easy, and again we have it this way, and you can see there how the flower looks like. It looks beautiful, and this will be pretty much it for this time. So thank you very much for watching my videos again, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can receive notifications. I give free templates twice a month, so stay tuned so you will have the opportunity to download them. Thank you very much. See you on my next video.